The biggest question you have to ask yourself when it comes to the MK party and the EFF and the accusations the MK party people always come with against the EFF. The biggest one is like every day they are shouting clownish the way they shout it because they are hypocrites. They don't even see the house they live in is a glass house, but they keep on throwing stones. So shy class lane while you're inside, throwing stones inside their house and it's a glass house and you don't realize you're outside or you're inside. So they keep on saying, these people, by the way, Julius Malema is a cult leader. EFF is a cult movement. Julius Malema is a dictator. They say these things, trying to insult, trying to shame, trying to belittle the collective leadership of the organization of the EFF. The MK party people, the same people who are led by President Jacob Zuma. The same people who are led by President Jacob Zuma, they are worshipping him there in the MK party, praising him, worshipping his doctrine called Zumaism. It's like worshipping the Buddha, but they are worshipping President Jacob Zuma. I wonder if these people even go to church. Maybe their church is the MK party event, going there, worshipping, bowing down to some friends of President Jacob Zuma, even bowing down to President Jacob Zuma. Ask yourself, is this man a god? Has this man become like a demigod to these people? So who is a dictator if this is how they are acting towards their leader? And ngapha in the EFF, the people don't bow down to Julius Malema. People don't do the things these guys who are accusing Julius Malema of being a dictator. They don't do that to the Julius Malema silo. But this man, this side on the MK party, the same MK party that is saying the EFF is a cult movement, hey, cult leader. Their leader is the one who appoints who becomes in what position, usually appointing his closest friends. His closest friends, by the way, people whom he knew from back in the days, appointing them in powerful positions, people who were there in the formation of this party, being sidelined. So who is the dictator there? The constitution of the MK party, which I doubt even these people who follow MK party have read, don't even know if they know it at all, calling other parties cult leaders with their constitution saying the things it says about the power President Jacob Zuma holds. Don't throw stones living in a glass house. You would never know when you're outside or outside. You might crack your house. You might be exposed that you don't even know you are in your own house. We are just saying, we are not attacking you. We are not even against you. We are not even trying to be the bigger man in this conversation of dictatorship and all of those things. We don't care about that. We don't care about dictatorship or what. But don't use this narrative to come and want to shame a party that holds elective conferences where people get elected, a political party that holds meetings, and then there's a collective wisdom of what happens in the party, what positions should the party take about a certain matter. People gather in rooms, people gather in a room, in a CCT, in a PCT, people gather in the war room of the EFF to come up with different ideas to boost this party, to make it a powerful vanguard for the black people, the black masses, the demonetized and the demoralized black people who don't even realize they have been demoralized, and also the dissatisfied black people that are living under this current system of the GNU. This party is championing these people's rights, and then it's different people, by the way, coming up with different ideas to make sure this championship is the best of the best, and then you want to take away the credit from uploading the collective wisdom, and then you want to say it's a dictatorship, it's Julius Malema's show, just because he's the leader. You know, being a leader, it's a burden. Many of you, if you were a leader of a political party, you wouldn't even be alive today. You wouldn't even want to be in the public eye for you to face the scrutiny. Many of you are so quick to speak until you are in a public eye to realize how much it is for you to spend. You have to spend your life for this thing. You have to sacrifice your life to be in the public eye. Even I, as a YouTuber, can tell you that it's so much being in a public eye, being vocal about the most sensitive discussions people are facing in the world. Being a political party leader, I'm sure it's even worse than ever. All the attention is on you. Where's part the leader of the EFF? Not just a leader of any party, by the way. A leader of the EFF, Economic Freedom Fighters. Freedom in our lifetime. Economic freedom in our lifetime. So, being a leader of a political party like that, being a leader of a pan-African, pan-continental party, preaching the black unity, African unity, it's too much. You wouldn't even handle it. You can't handle the leader of being a leader in your own household. Many of you can't handle being a leader of your small group, you are the group leader. You can't handle it. You think you're the bigger man against the CIC. Hey, cult leader. Ha. You are still gonna talk about this party. Let me tell you something. You are still gonna talk about it for the longest time ever. You are never gonna stop talking about Julius Malema, the CIC. You're never gonna stop. And we don't want you to stop. We want you to talk and expose yourself for who you are, how you think. You know. So MK party people don't have the right, by the way, to be saying the EFF is a cult movement, Julius Malema cult, this and that. With them and their constitution saying all the things it says about Jacob Zuma. With them and, oh, come on, man. The MK party, if you read the document of the MK party, you'd realize dlalwa a dictatorship lapha. Khale saka Zuma, khale saka Nxamalala lapha. No one else's. Khale sakhe lapha. KwaZuma lapha ku MK party. You know, at least start there. Start at home. Call your home for what it is. Then you can come for other people's homes and say, hi, start Guinea. Expose what is happening in Guinea with MK party. Why don't you start there? Because that's where, whatever you're accusing Julius Malema, those things are happening there where you are. But of course, you will notice, you don't even know the constitution of your own party. So, it is what it is. We thank you very much.